Finally. Okay. I had some doubts if this would actually ever going to work again, but it has been proven how it works. Bit better. A lot better. Now everything else loads. With my internet it does not die on me again. Might finally be able to play some games again. Oh. Actually, that's not true. I did play some games, mind you. For the first time in a long while without the actual ability to stream them, which was a lot less fun than I imagined it being. I miss it. Well then. Give it a second to load. Finish itself up, basically. Why does you not finish? Bad loading thing. Oh, that's why. We did not. Now you have it. Oh, now you have it. Okay, let's give it another 20 seconds and then when it works, we will actually start. Assumptions. I think it's working. Okay, and we're going to switch around. Like room. Okay, I can finally play some Pillars of Eternity. That was supposed to be happening yesterday evening. It did not happen yesterday evening, as you might have seen. So I do apologize for that. I will explain it to you rather quickly, and then we can finally play some gaming, actual games. Coffee go there, pipe go here, and everything else good and set up. Well then. Now, as you might have known, Friday is usually the day we play Pillars of Eternity, and well, that is most definitely what I had in mind yesterday evening, but apparently the world decided that, well, screw your planning. Quite literally, basically. And well, I was rather busy running around like an idiot because there were some rather unfortunate circumstances with my partner who had to take care of his family, specifically his little child, apparently. And I kinda had to, you know, take over a few extra hours at the store. Which, you know, is all fine and dandy, and we also had a bit of a plan for another cleanup mission in the basement, which takes as a lot of time if you do it with two people. Takes even longer when you actually do it with just one. So I was home at an well, rather unreasonably late hour, which is by itself not much of a problem. I thought to myself, well, I just, you know, take some extra Z's, hopefully, get up in the morning and do it then. Which was the plan, so I woke up at my usual time, so, you know, at 5. And got up, got myself some coffee, you know, started preparing everything. Wanted to read a few news articles while I zip on it. Realized internet shot. Okay, that was fun. That took long enough that I actually had to get to work. Then I had to go back, and well, and technically speaking, and this is no time I would usually use to finish off some paperwork, but you know, I decided that's rude. If the internet is actually stable enough to work, we will now finally play game, because otherwise my whole planning is going to go out of the fucking window. I don't enjoy that very much, let me just tell ya. So yeah, sadly enough, real life, especially the last few weeks, has not been very kind to my own planning efforts, to put it mildly. But oh well. For the moment, welcome once again to Pillars of Eternity. We have waited very long. Let's think it's time that we finally go to the highest, the topmost layer of Nektaka. Meeting with the people and see what we can get out of this. Questions most valuable, I'd say. Most valuable indeed. Very important. And well, that's pretty much the last thing we have open to us. So I'm not looking forward to it. Now as for what that means for the rest of the planning that we usually do, it means this: we're going to play Pillars, as we usually do, 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on, you know, how it goes, basically. What I want to do is basically go to the top and clear out most of what we can in the Serpent's Crown area. Then I want to look around if I can sail to any of the last islands that still have something to offer to us. And after that, we'll see. Basically, we're getting rather close to the point where we actually have not all that much to do. Side quest wise.
Got it.
Basically. And once you start working on the main quests, you will find yourself making leaps and bounds in progress rather quickly. So you know. Probably not a bad idea to get things done. Ah. Do excuse me. Jesus Christ. My poor throat. But it would be stealing, eh? That too. Okay. Sounds quite windy, actually. Oh, wait.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up. Swabbed and sparkling, Cap.
Free experience. Always nice. Get free experience for opening the locks.
Sure.
I don't be supposing we swabbed and sparkling, Cap.
Nobody saw that. I do love it. They have guards everywhere. Guards are blind. But yeah. Seriously, what a way to start into the weekend, let me tell you. Although, to be fair, one thing I will mention, since I couldn't really stream this morning because my internet was down, I did actually play a bit more games on my own. That was a strange experience because I'm not really used to playing them, not streaming them. I was starting some Elden Ring and I was like, okay, let's just explore a bit more in the southern part of the main island where you start, basically. The peninsula, the something peninsula, I don't know. I found a few more little holes in the ground, and I guess boss enemies because they had a health bar, but they weren't really much to write home about. I kinda beat the shit out of him, you know? And then I was getting to the point where I was like, yeah, I'd rather have a, audience come along, that would be more fun. Such a pain. And all the material stains, ringed by young Aguana, apprentices or pupils, it seems. Robes shimmer with quartz beading, and his perfume announces his presence from across the room. Yikes. Yet beneath his finery, he looks like a fighter gone to seed. And his huge muscles flop from his arms, and flap pats him like so many layers of silk. He looks up and notices you.
Greetings, and welcome to my home.
Greetings, indeed. He gestures to the lavish room, puffing his broad chest out a little more.
For what do you come to my villa?
Is he going to do this every time?
Probably, yes. Show him the coordinate of depth. Look, I have a special chair too. Reach a soul. Your essence slips from your body. It kind of souls and folds yours like a warm, oily thing. Which sounds disgusting, to be fair. His fears and questions seep into you. Your perspective shifts to his. At first, you were reached this meadow of folk before you had been sent by the Valiant debt collectors. It would be a low trick taking advantage of your famous hospitality, but then those Valiants are crafty. Perhaps if your villa were bigger, then they might know you're a man worthy of respect. At least, you have the shell. You took it away not only for safekeeping, but also because you're a little ashamed of it. How could such a simple, ugly thing be sacred to a god? But it was a gift from the queen, and so you keep it. Your gaze strays to the wall. Yes, you must knock down that section there, and stall a wide, grand window, once you have the money. You drag from the Takano's soul to find him watching you with a placid smile. I hear you have a rare Android artifact.
The Cornet of Waves. It is a conch shell, but very important. To receive it is the highest honor.
He nods vigorously, jiggling the loose flesh of his neck. He sounds like he's trying to convince himself more than you.
The Queen gave it to me as thanks for my years of service. I was her personal bodyguard when she was a child, you know.
Another one keeping himself afloat on his past glories. So why is it special?
Because it is sacred to the goddess Andra. Everyone knows it is a privilege to have.
Akara Takano. Everyone knows it is a sign of favor.
Andra is the goddess of loss. Legend says she calls missing things to her with the music of the conch. The other one is such artifacts often imbued with powerful spells. Take care of handling it. So we can either go metaphysic or religion on him. Let's try religion, shall we? That seems to be the most appropriate response here. You do know, my friend. Andra is the goddess of loss. Legend says she calls missing things to her with the music of the conch.
Truly? Then I must hope she calls nothing back from me. Generations ago, there was a similar shell. When the old city sank, Andra's faithful gathered around that cornet and prayed for deliverance. But Andra is not a goddess of mercies. Instead of lifting them from the ruin, she pulled them down with the shell and said they would rise when it did.
Well, great.
That is the story, anyway. Macabre, no?
Can we do anything else? Actually, let's try this route again.
Because it
Yeah. Such artifacts often imbued with powerful spells. Take care when handling
I
it.
keep it locked away to see and not to touch, Ikara. But your words are good warning. Generations ago, but Andra is not a god. That is the story, anyway. Macabre, no?
Well, I need the corner of waves.
But it was a gift from the Queen. It is unusual for a man of my standing to give such a thing away.
But we could bluff him. Well, I could try to bluff him.
Truly?
Seraphim strokes his beard like, yes. Shorty runs headlong over her teeth. Shorty, my dearest, my lover, my sister in scissoring, please, shut the fuck up. Do not ruin this for me, I try.
I dearly miss palace gossip. Come, what is it about?
Well, I tell you, I heard I'm sworn to secrecy. Yeah, I remember what's said like, eh?
Not to worry. I learned to keep many secrets in my years guarding the Queen. Take it, with my blessing.
You have gained an item, the Coronet of Waves. Well, why do we even need it? I don't think we have a quest for that any longer. There was something. My memory. Quite escape. Okay. It has been sewn off and fitted with a silver mouthpiece. When you hold it to your ear, you hear crushing waves. Oh, right. Wasn't there something in the fall down low stair city area? I think there was something there. Where we could place one and then probably the other. Okay, let's finish all of it apart from the palace, and then we try to go down there, because if I don't have a quest for that in my quest log, I swear to God I will forget about it completely. I can absolutely see that happening. You must have sailed far to come here. You don't know half of it. I've sailed all of the Deadfire Archipelago at this point. Apart from a few islands, you know, where really, really angry people are. Really angry people, mind you. Which wouldn't be much of a problem, I'm used to beating those up, but they're also tough.
At last. Akira, I have waited a second lifetime.
You seem to be dead. And dead people apparently don't consider stealing. That's a dead body. An orphan dog. An orphan dog! Save the dog!
No one to check up on her, I guess.
Any reason we're taking those? Guessing that soul's all gone, huh?
Yeah. Whole point is, after they're dead, is they don't really need much.
There you are.
Indeed. The spirit tilts her head, considering you, of the moment she reaches a hand towards you. Okay, let's shake hands. Hand passes through hers. She lets out a soft, sighing sound and draws her hand back.
I did not expect to wait so long for Rikuhu's messenger. Or have you come as Barrett's usher? The foreigners twist even our gods.
Well, I mean, you know, there is a bit of a technicality about me and Barris, but I ain't doing that bitch's work. If I can help it. I'm the worst employee ever, because I have quite clearly stated that I do not wish to work for her. At all. And since I'm forced to do it, I will not do a good job of it now, will I?
Should you not be a dwarf?
Well, I'm not the usher, I'm a watcher.
Akira, I have not met one before. Nor will I again, I think. But you are here to take me away, are you not? Well, I refuse to go. Never will I move from this place until justice is done.
She stamps her foot, but it doesn't make any sound because you're a spirit. Your foot is probably sinking into the floor right now.
I follow Magrin's way. Yet sickness took me before my time. I died alone and without honors. It must be put right. My body cannot be left here to rot, forgotten. I feel it there like an itch.
So, what's the last thing you remember?
The sickness. Days of it. Lying in my own filth as the disease withered me. I passed from wakefulness to sleep with every breath. But I knew it once when it was over.
Yeah, pretty obviously, because you wouldn't feel any pain any longer. Oh, do you know where you are?
I can see nothing in this place of death but distant lights. But I feel I must be close to where I died.
Well, yeah.
I have not taken one step since the darkness came.
Oh, who the fuck were you?
I have been many things. And in performing my duties, I brought honor to my caste and to my kin. A sea captain, a great explorer, a trusted advisor to the queen herself.
Well, apart from the trusted advisor part, it's basically me.
Now, that is before I left the sea for the mountains to make maps and guide others. Chief navigator. That is what I made of myself.
Well, then I assume this body back there is yours.
Yes. To think, a Mutaru of the Kahunga tribe left to die alone and forgotten. Unthinkable.
Well, yeah. I guess you weren't very popular.
If I lived, I would show you what I have learned in Magrin's service.
Yeah, don't like that god either.
But I am dead, and so you are beyond my reach. Indignity upon indignity.
Well, I mean, if nobody checked up on you for that fucking long and your corpse is rotting in the next room, sorry to say, but you don't have much of a family, let alone popularity, to keep them coming.
Take my body to the Temple of Magrin in the Sacred Stair. There is a great fire there that burns eternally. Burn my body there, so that it may be dedicated to Magrin in death. I cannot pass from this life until all is in order.
How am I supposed to carry a body down to the temple without anyone noticing?
Akira, wrap it in a sheet if you are worried. Magrin places such obstacles before us so that we may overcome them.
That may be true, but I'm not a follower of Margaret, and if I just stroll off out of, you know, one of the fucking villas here, with a bloody corpse over my shoulder, humming a nice little melody, I'm pretty sure the gods are gonna be like, madam, please, a moment of your time. We have some questions for you. And if I did tell them, well, your spirit told me to bring her down to the sacred fire and burn her, then like, yeah, sure. Now let us take you to the station, because we're probably going to arrest you for murder.
To the temple. Lead on, my friend.
Well, much as I hate to say it, I'm not your friend. Did I pick up the body already? Oh yeah, I did. Well, got ourselves a nice little burial quest, I suppose. Well, I mean, what can I say? I'm sometimes too nice of a person. too easily to give in to such pressure from the underworld, the dead. Alas, sometimes it just has to be done. Doop 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 doop. Now then. I only think this game really did worse than the first one.
For what do you enter my home uninvited? This is my estate, not a beachside hut.
Well, let's get to the point then. I'm here for the bounty on your head.
You invite this information so freely. Is it your first time?
You asked, I just answered. Gee, I'm a nice person.
Let's go.
Well, maybe she's not too happy about my niceness. The game is like, no, I don't like what you're doing here.
That's it.
As seer.
You like that?
That's a good spell, especially with frost damage and all of that, but still, that does horrible things to our party too. I mean, not that he cares much.
I'm here. Indeed.
Well, not so at this point, you know. We don't really need to do the smart thing about it. We can quite literally just go in and be like, okay, I'm going to kill you now because I have been hired for it. No reason to make it more complicated than it absolutely needs to be. Also, free loot. Yeah, the statue of Ondra. Honestly, anyone who plays this game and actually follows along with the, well, quote-unquote gods, nonsense for a bit, will come to the conclusion, basically the same conclusion as I did, that the gods are assholes. For some things they aren't really gods, just overly powerful beings, that now, well, decided to throw on the mantle of godhood and be like, well, we're gods, screw you, you can't disprove it. But everyone, I mean Ondra with that whole thing where she sent us into the, against those, you know, hammer time guys, who were awakening. And was like, okay, now that you're here, do your job and then please die. Magran, who is very much involved into that whole Godhammer affair, mighting a god and making Duran rather insane. Also not, you know, the most favorable impression one can get of her. Beerus right now being very much blackmailing us. Yeah, that gives her high points in my particular view.
Hunter or prey?
A woman with skin like hardened sailcloth sits upright, stares off to the distance, lips held in a tight and thoughtful pinch. She blinks and sits even straighter as you cross her view.
So, it will be you, then.
Just draw your weapon. What?
You do not know what I talk of, Akira?
Nope.
Then I owe you an apology. I have collected many foes over the years. Some of them would sprint up the mountain to see me push through the jaws of the great eel.
So, who the fuck are you?
You do not recognize the great huntress of the archipelago?
Nope.
The candle of infamy burns too bright and too fast.
Let me tell you a little bit of a story here, little Nungata. I have traveled the Deathfire Archipelago, up and down, west to east, north to south, and I have no memory of hearing your name in particular, anywhere. If you're that fucking famous, I'm pretty sure I should have heard of you.
As Nungata Whale Splitter, I cleared the jungles and seas alike of slippery creatures. I earned my foes later, when I hunted a deadlier prey.
Men? Lots of men?
Ha! Bounties! You wild ibex.
Oh, come on, I was trying to make a joke here.
It's been years since I tossed a harpoon. So now I stay abreast of what bounties need filling. That's Mataru retirement for you.
Well, what bounties do you have available then?
Interested in taking up the trade, are we?
Somewhat, yeah. Actually, I've been in this trade for a while now and I made a good money of it.
They say you do good work for Aboko and Okauro. No reason you won't do the same for me. I warn you that I deal in the heads of the exceptionally dangerous. A lady needs standards, after all.
Good point. And I am hopefully right in assuming that also means they are exceptionally well priced then.
You assume right, Hunter.
That is rather pleasant to my ears.
Let's cut your teeth on clever Bena, infamous dwarf mystic of the obscure. A scavenger, I say. Picks off those who trust her for an evening, and then pockets their coin when she's bled them out. Bena was seen traveling on an island due southwest of Osongo.
Well, looks like a leg ran out already.
So it has. She was like a greased pyre in her day, slipping between hands that never grasped her for long. Nothing lasts forever.
Of course not.
Good work.
Apart
Hunter.
from my good work, of course. My work ethic is solid. Oh, what bounties do you have available?
My contacts hiss of Flamewalker Vesali, a Naga shaman with a venomous tongue. During a conflict between clans, Vesali lured a rival leader into an ambush under the guise of truce.
Doesn't sound very sportsmanlike.
Her snake brethren want her snuffed out. She is rumored to be near the territory she claimed in the eastern parts of the Kawa-Orukuhu island chain.
Oh. Someone we didn't already murder. That's rare.
Do you seek companionship on your travels across the Deadfire? Why not take a little friend along? We have many animals on offer, all well-trained and eager for a new home.
God damn it, my throat.
Akira,
Why do you hate me so?
you are sure to find one that suits you.
Bobble the cat. Ginger Demon. I like Ginger Demon. Catherine von Killian the cat. Otto Starcat. Chili. My dog named Chili. Interesting. Oh, my dog named Pancake. They're not really costing much now, do they? Ginger LS Ray. Pumpkin Eater.
I'm not going anywhere like this.
Okay, now let's put everything into this. I could resist, you know. That's actually probably a bad sign, because if I actually had the space and probably the personnel to take care of that many animals, I might actually be tempted to own a few more. Sadly, I don't think that's ever going to become part of my personal planning. One or two is more than enough, I'd say. Okay, that's where the palace is. We'll check this little way through here, just in case there's somebody sitting here who could be important. And named, mind you. And we can talk to them and be like, hello, you have anything else to do? Actually got another bounty, and the bounty that we do not yet have slewn. That's a rarity. There aren't that many areas we have particularly avoided, to put it mildly.
Akira, we meet again.
I got you to have a... Oops. I had questions about the
Akira,
table.
I say the relevance of the Harappo epic can't be overstated. It could prove a touchstone for the Huana. It could even... Sorry. You go ahead.
So why is the tablet so important to you?
It is important to all who call the Deadfire home.
Well, so not me, particularly.
I only tell you this because I know you can be trusted. The epic is supposed to contain information on Ukaizo. Nothing as dramatic as a set of coordinates, but anything helps.
Ah, yeah, that giant, supposedly lost city that is, or was, the center of your whole world at some point.
Stories are also important to the Huana. Much of who we are is still missing.
So what could the epic tell you about the Huala?
The story could speak to the values and beliefs of our ancestors. The language structure, narrative voice, and use of metaphor can tell us something about the time of its inscription.
Well, true enough. How to put it smartly? Basically, every sort of generation, every sort of has their own little, you know, special speaking assets, basically, that they create themselves usually. I mean, some 100 years down in time, somebody needs to actually study. Yeah, maybe not 100, maybe 200 years in the future. Somebody's going to look back and go, yeah, and here we see a meme. It was used as a means of communication in the days of yonder. We're not quite clear of its meaning any longer. Its context has been lost. But somebody will write a fucking doctor's paper on that particular topic. I can see that much. I bet I'm not going to be around to laugh at that. But hey, if there's an afterlife, I might be able to laugh at the person writing seriously a whole paper about that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't understand half of that nonsense what is going on in that particular medium, but, you know, I'm old, what can I say? I'm not too in touch with the younger generation sometimes, I feel. But you know, just imagining somebody actually having to seriously try to master that.
I tend to go on.
Just the image. Somebody seriously going through stacks of pictures of printed out memes and going like, yes, yes, I have a theory about this. That's some I don't even know what's supposed to be. I don't even have a good example in mind right now, but just imagine the most cringy one you can think of at the moment and try to imagine somebody trying to decipher its meaning, its deeper meaning, while it's quite literally fucking Well, did you know about the epic before it fell into Archimede's hands?
Akira, from the Journal of Rakua, an explorer who found the tablet on a remote island some 20 years ago. Unfortunately for Rakua, the most we found of her was her journal among the flotsam of a shipwreck.
So why is the Royal Deadfire Company so interested in the table?
They think the tablet can show them, well, the way to Ukaizo. Akira, it's a mythical island, but that isn't stopping any of us from rushing to claim it first. Akira, the pleasure is mine.
Okay. The Royal Deadfire Company. I'm pretty sure we helped those quite a bit, and this would be directly helping the Queen. I don't think we have done much for the Queen here yet. Probably not a bad idea to get into her good graces.
You return. What
What
say,
did you do?
friend?
Oops. Mouth drops opened, and it says scribbles to catch the tablet before you deftly hoist it up. It only comes down once the Arapo epic's in your hands.
Don't you ever! The Queen thanks you, my friend. We are a step closer to...
I know.
Hey, you the Watcher?
Yep, that's me.
Good. If I delivered message to wrong person, Master would curse me with Archimede's annoying song that never gets out of your head.
Ooh, I know that one. I suffer from that sometimes.
Archimede, the great master, has returned. Invites you to join him at the estate. Says you know where that is.
Well, I'll see him when I have the time.
But whoever has time, you have to make time. Find Master in his study. Don't be late.
Well, that was faster than I anticipated. I had hoped for more time to work with the Queen on her formal apology, but I will have to accelerate our plan.
Ooh, yes you do.
Thank you again, truly. This may be our most meaningful step towards Ukaizo. We just have to pray that Archimede doesn't put hexes on his belongings.
What do you reckon the odds are Archimede wants to congratulate us for a robbery well done?
Well, maybe if he were in, you know, Elminster classmate, she would actually find it rather humorous that somebody manages to get through all of his careful preparations. Sadly, I don't think Archimedes has heard much of the great wizard of another universe for some mystical reason. Yeah, but first let's go to the old city. and use that conch thing and see what happens. Before I absolutely forget about it, because that's the true risk of not having a quest for it. Especially when you have a game where you have actually lots of things to do, you can kinda just forget about some of the more important things. Oh, well, I guess if it were important, it would have awoken an entry in my quest log. Yeah. Now then, I think it was actually faster to go down there, wasn't it? Okay, let's make fast mode so my people actually run fast. I'll probably go into step through some of the mist down here, but since there are no enemies left, it shouldn't be a problem, honestly. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, some of them have stepped in. It shouldn't be much of a problem though. Climb down the steps again. I haven't done that in a while, have we? It's actually a good thing because there's not any longer anything too dangerous in the way that can stop us. So there's at least that. Small little blessing. Doop 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 doop. Come on, game. Yeah, here was it. There it is. That's where that thing is. I'm actually kind of interested in seeing what the fuck is actually there. I wonder. A cracked dirt-rimmed carving dominates the wall. In it, two hands arise from curling waves, sockets, like the one in the hand of the statue outside the temple. The carved in the hollowed palms, both are empty. You notice a rushing, whispering sound coming from your pack. The conchs, both of them. They sound like a gentle, crashing surface coming from the shells. Place the conch. As you do, the thunderous, percussive music of a stormy sea spills out of the conch. It rises into a wordless melody that reminds you of voices you heard from underwater. The conch glows. Perhaps it's just a trick of shadows. The stone hand seems to tighten around it. Place the second conch in the other hand. Yes, as hell slides into place, glowing as brilliantly as its twin. A counterpoint melody rises from it. The carving shudders. Something rumbles beneath your feet. You watch as the wall panel sinks into the floor. Open sesame! I kinda feel like we will not get the conches back.
Now.
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble. Easy breezy. Sleazy.
Open all the doors.
Easy breezy, wet, sleazy.
Also, just to say that, little Zerifan, if you miss a trap, that's totally on you. Okay, we got something out of it. Not much though. A few goodies. I'm gonna look at them at the end of the episode again. But that's gonna take a while. Now we have done this. And I mean, Akamaya did so kindly invite me. Climb up the steps. And they just jump along very nicely. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Da-dee-da-da-da-da. Ah, yes. A nice sound of rotting corpse. That's rather interesting, because there should not be any enemy left. And that makes you somewhat surprised.
Hey, watch it with that.
Yeah, watch it indeed. Interesting. Technically there shouldn't have been any enemies left, but apparently some were hiding themselves somewhere. I don't even know where. Ah, well. Again?
After him.
Bloody fucking Rodgast.
That's it.
There was a time when those enemies were really dangerous.
I'm here.
Sadly, however, that time is long, long gone. Well, I mean, for them, technically speaking. Actually, wasn't there a guy down here who was like, tell me when you find an exit or something? I somewhat remember something like that. Well, somewhat. Let's see if he's still here.
You haven't found a way out of here, have you?
Well, I opened the passage through the ruins of a temple in a low area.
Then I'll make it. I know I'd hope, but honestly, I didn't really expect you'd help me.
Well, neither did I. Don't get used to it.
Well, I'm glad you did. I owe you, friend. If you're of a mind, meet with me in Port Maje. I'll make it worth your while.
Port Maje, you say? I mean, sure. Actually, that's a problem, right? I can't actually sail. Yeah, that's a problem. I can't actually sail with the, sail with the elevator. I climb with the elevator because it's not here any longer. I actually do need to use another exit, don't I? Where actually was that? It's a good question, isn't it? That goes to the Undercroft. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an exit, in a way. Yeah, in a way, that is. The elf jumps back as the door opens. She has a weapon raised, ready to attack. Seeing you, she slowly lowers it.
I used to court a girl who did that whenever I stopped by. Miss her.
It's you. But how'd you get through there?
She peers through the door, looking at the shrine on the other side.
Is that it?
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
There's an old temple of Andra. Dario said it was just past this door. Dario said there was a whole temple back here.
Well, Dario says many things when the time is long and hard. Not all of it is true, of course, mind you. Well, you go exploring. There shouldn't be much of a risk any longer. I murdered pretty much anything that could be considered a risk. Maybe apart from a few things. To be fair. Okay, that's einfach nur die Pen thing. Actually, yeah, no, let's just run the whole way. Wouldn't take that long anyway. Pop, 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 pop. River Scroll. Next, we're gonna go into the maze area. I might actually wanna visit good old Dario, or what's his name. Be like, hey, you! We looked around, we found all of it, and now it's mine. Basically. But yeah, there's an assassin here. Which I can hire to murder people, but then again, I'm not really in the business of hiring people for that. I'm pretty damn good at doing that myself. don't really need much help for that. Technically speaking. Doop, doop, doop.
What do you require?
Well, what happened to your
A
legs?
storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with the needle. Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws, only to spit you out onto some new shore.
Well, apparently you're not interested in learning what we found. Okay. I mean, you don't have to. And back into the gullet. Well, question is now, we do have a bounty mission that we might actually want to fulfill. Because I'm pretty sure just 1 or 2 more level ups should be enough to make us more than strong enough to see all of the areas, all of the islands available to us. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Need more coffee. A bit of afternoon tiredness. Well, can't do much about it now, can we? So then, what does my say? We can sail to for fuck's sake, quote. The Radiant Court to claim our reward. Speak to Akamaya. Can do that, but that's all in Negdrucker. That's still considered dangerous. Mad Wizard, bro. Okay, good. That one guy wanted us to meet at Port Maget. Let's do that before we forget about his existence. Which is a, you know, well, a realistic scenario, all things considered. Now, where might our little Mr. Adventurer be, I wonder? Yeah, probably at the inn. I had to take an educated guess. That's what I would assume, at least.
A giant? Thomas mad.
Maybe. There are strange things out there.
You cannot think it is real.
Why not? Yeah, I hear you. That would be a no.
Can't close the door, eh? Now then. Where, oh where would you be, little one? Good question. Very good question, actually.
These dawn stars drive me mad. Every
We're
morning
back.
the
There
same
you are.
hymns.
Wonder if
Lucky to
Wang
have met
was
you,
still
friend.
in the
Stayed
mood.
in Red
You're a real good
Ceres.
soul. I'm lucky to have met you, friend. You're a real good soul.
For fuck's sake, he was like, I'm gonna make it worth your while. And I was like, yeah, here, have my thanks. Physical rewards. A lot more rewarding than, you know, nice things. Especially for an adventurer like me. Oh well. Complaining in the world is not going to help me. That looks very dangerous. Also seems like it's actually the only, I mean, I guess there's the Steel Preacher. There's still a few really dangerous ones. They're putting it mildly. I guess we could take care of some of them. Guess we could manage the Steel Preacher at this point. So the hope goes. I really would kind of like to finish up at least one quadrant. Yeah, it's one hell of a decision-making process. I guess apart from the corroded wasteland we can take care of. Can I actually make notes on the map? Don't think I can. That's a bit annoying. I guess we can try our luck with the Steel Preacher at the very least. Usually I don't like to do that, but I would kind of like to, you know, get some progress done. And it's not considered deadly dangerous any longer, so hopes and dreams, as they say. The Steel Preacher. Yeah, a rather fitting name, I'd say.
Looks like trouble.
Very good. Okay, I know you really love that spell. You know what, just do it again. It's actually not a bad idea. There's a lot of horrible little effects on them. Now do a nice little chain lightning. And can I actually turn this one? Why does it turn like this? Ouch.
Something else.
Everyone's getting a bit bleedy. That's so far.
Boy, watch it.
Behind you.
The Steel Preacher has become a friend for a while. You go back. Just a little bit back. He's friendly again. He gets all of the damage, then he turns friendly, then he gets all of the damage again.
You like that? Quick, tell me something else.
No pen, no pen, no pen. No, no pen. We wanna die. I mean, not really, but, you know, for dramatic purposes, we shall. He gets some damage. Here, there, and everywhere.
I'll be chopping you to chum.
Let's do this. Let's go.
Slowly, but ever so surely, we're going to murder him.
This ends here.
Attack, Cap.
Yeah. Boom. Another one
Captain.
down for the count.
Aye.
Makes you wonder what's the purpose of this steel breach apart from just being, you know, damage check basically. So like, okay, can you do enough damage? Are you actually strong enough? Hey, we have to set another level up. I'm not gonna say no to that, mind you. Not at all, actually. I mean, there still is one level of spells and of abilities in general that we do not yet have available to us. There's that. Don't know, sacred immolation sounds not like my kind of thing. Having commander on to increase their pace during combat. Quick inspiration temporarily. I mean, that sounds okay-ish. Empowered attacks gain increased penetration. Attacks get that. Strike steel. Divine retribution. Increases your power level, increasing the effectiveness of all abilities. The next layer seems to be rather interesting. That's kinda mean. Although I do kinda think that means he needs to actually, the paladin needs to take damage and not just burn himself to death, which is of course, you know, a bit of a problem. But that would probably be nice to have. You do sometimes have to learn a bit of an active spell too. Just sometimes. Now then, as for the fight there... That's kinda neat. Yeah, but penetration would be good. We do need some penetration. Basically the one thing that still keeps us somewhat, you know, somewhat back. Put it mildly. As for you... I'm pretty sure that also counts for spells, so that would be neat. Yeah, same problem as I had last time. I basically That's the problem. That he has too many spells that actually work up against groups. That really fucked us over that one time in their city where we needed to fight. God damn it. He throat, it's alright, it doesn't like it at all. As for you, my dearest little wizard, wizardiness, you also need more penetration. Everyone needs more penetration. Now then, manage that and we deal with that. So. Good, very good. Back to the ship. It's still 3 skulls though. Ah, that's going to pain in my ass. I mean, it's the only thing really left. I think. Okay, Mogweta Lagoon too. I really want to finish this quadrant though. I'm gonna be done with it basically. Ah, that's a dangerous gamble. I mean, those who don't try don't succeed. That much is true. Sometimes success comes with a lot of sacrifice. Okay, so there are basically 2 left here. One is this island, which in part isn't the problem, apart from one area. And one is the lagoon area up there. If we can manage those 2, we actually would reasonably have finished 1 quadrant. And with that also we would have done the exploration quest. Which, as far as I'm concerned, would be rather swell. Having finished that. Feeling how the wind rips across the dunes, usually away from the onslaught, but it's of little use. Sand makes its way into every vulnerable little crevice it can find. You spot a structure ahead. Watch ahead through the sandstorm. Close, it appears to be the ruins of an ancient Huana building. Perhaps a temple. Then, your entrance leads into a sand-covered hillside. I don't even know if we were here already. I don't think so. Coffee. You really are the one that keeps me going. Okay, I don't think we were here already. Well, that looks like a trap.
Yeah,
Seraphim.
Look at that, mate.
Come on. That's why he's good at what he's doing. At least at the moment.
Yourself a look at that, mate.
I mean, it's basically all XP, you know? It's free XP. I ain't gonna say no to that. Ouch. Are you kidding me, game? Well, that's gonna take a while. I mean, you know, it's like 125 XP per trap, so it's not actually a bad rating, mind you. I swear to God, if I finish this and I get another level up, that would be amazing. I don't think though, because we're level 17 and it takes a lot of XP to level up at this point. Mostly because, as far as I'm aware, the max level should still be, as is the case in most classical Western systems, 20. Which makes us, you know, quite a bit of the strong party at this point, to be completely fair and level with here. Quite the powerful heroic little party we have assembled.
Yourself a look at that, mate.
Jesus Christ. They have overdone it with the traps though. Quite a bit at it. Almost half of it done.
Yourself a look at that, mate.
I swear to God, I'm tempted to just run through here. Get it over with. I mean, how bad could the traps be, you know? Damage-wise.
Whoever I open.
One hell of a time waster. Yes. Yes. At some point, dear little Seraphim. At some point. Seraphim.
You'd be like us not to break the prat down if you keep pushing us, cat.
Seraphim. Okay, you mongoloid, you apparently lost the ability to view the traps. And you wanna take him. Is he really dead now? Oh, for fuck's sake, game. Are you really... Sometimes, game, you know. Sometimes I do feel somewhat provoked.
Right, done and done. Keep your weather eye open.
I was like, no, you wanted to look at the map, and that's what you get for that. A secret passage. That's nice. Where does this actually lead?
Got more blood in it than my not fur. Smoke. Frogging a figurehead. Futile.
Okay. That seems somewhat dangerous.
That's me too, man.
Barely damaged.
That's me too, man.
I don't think he can just run in there and take it, can he? You know. I kind of figured he couldn't, but you know. I had to try, don't I? Otherwise this would take forever. Is there maybe a way to deal with that though? I wonder. Okay, for the moment. Other boss. No trap detected.
Ahoy, done and done.
I'm pretty sure I just told you to not stop. Game. Yep, you're not supposed to do that. For fuck's sake, game.
That, mate.
I don't really want to have to press the fucking space bar every single time he discovers a fucking trap. Wasting time. And lots of it, actually. Okay, so it counts as hidden object too. That explains that. Thank you very much, game. That's very teaching. Now the question I have, if I let him run through there really, really fast, fast in, fast out, can he get in and out fast enough that we do not have to die a horrible death? Actually make a nice little save game here. Have a quick shave. Seraphim, power walk.
I would have been belaying us for a rest by now.
Yeah, did it. All you got out of it is a gaping wound. That's not much of a problem.
Keep your weather eye open.
Okay, now we can at least do this somewhat faster. It still kinda leads us back all the way up there to that particular trap area, which is going to keep us bound for a long while. Oh boy. Come on, Seraphim. I almost believe in you.
Keep your weather eye open.
And now for the 100 million hours challenge. Trap this army 24/7. That's his life now. I do kind of feel that we probably will need to have to rest though before we continue on a little journey. Especially if we want to fight something. Especially something that is considered high level.
Ooh, have yourself a look at that, mate.
I mean, to be fair, you know, hard to imagine something being considered high level, considering we're level bloody fucking 17 at this point. 17, 18, something like this? Yeah, pretty sure something like that. Bit of a danger then. Because that would mean it's probably next level. Or close to it, very close to it, mind you.
Keep your weather eye open.
Shut up, Seraphim. I'm not paying you to talk to me. I'm paying you to disarm traps. Actually, I don't think I'm actually paying you. Because we are, of course, you know, an adventuring party. We share all our loot and stuff. Hours later, Seraphim is getting somewhat insane. His mind is deteriorating fast. He sees in his nightmares. You can see his eyes going into a 1,000-year star.
Ooh, have yourself a look at that, mate.
All he's seeing is traps. Just traps everywhere. And not the fun meme-eated kind of trap, mind you. No, I'm talking about the actual mechanism on the ground that is going to spring some horrible nonsense at you. Well, I guess an inappropriate statement would be that those kind of traps do possess the ability to penetrate you. Yeah, those are actually invisible.
You'd be lucky not to break the prat down if you keep pushing.
Wow. I don't have the ability to actually see the traps, and I can't walk through the traps. Because A, they're going to get triggered, but they're going to stay around, and B, I'm gonna die. How am I supposed to deal with that then? Not really fair because he can, technically speaking, see them. See?
You'd be like us not to break the Pratt down if you keep pushing us, Cap.
Okay, that's probably what's going to kill him. Can I do something about that though? Something that heals wounds. I guess worst case scenario I can just rest. Everybody gets an egg. Bit of a cheap move, if you ask me. Just, you know, putting up your tent in between the traps.
Ahoy. Aye. My fur's got more blood in it than my not fur.
Did you just walk into that? Friend, you bloody fucking idiot. Okay, those go out really, really quickly. So I would need more people up here.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, most of the path is not a problem. Apart from, you know, one very specific part.
What do you need? Yes?
Maneuvering everybody out of.
Oh, would you look at this? Sure.
How, woman? Do you manage to find the traps?
Please, pray for me.
Okay, where are all of those one-time traps then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple, don't see why not. How may I help?
Why not?
Note before you rest, the spiked hammer and the Kif skull gotten yellow with age. Some Yelter. Rod of ancient stone, this altar has seen better days, though it's remarkably clean for where you found it. Space is riddled with cracks, grasping metal hands on its corners. Listen to the right. Examine the skull. The skull is of Kif origin, clearly ancient, having grown brittle and fragile with time. Embedded in its throat is a strange stone. Its immediate purpose is unclear. Examine the hammer. The hammer is scored with deep gouges, marked with spots of rust. Significant heft and fine steel head suggests the hammer might have once been a quality weapon of war. It's surely seen better days. Pick up the skull. Lift the hammer from the altar. You gingerly take the hammer. Testing its weight in hand, you discover it's surprisingly well balanced. Great stone door behind you slams shut with a floor-shattering bang. It begins to burn into the room through holes high in the wall. Send into the room, holding at your ankles and rising higher with every moment. The only way out is the stone behind you. It's sealed tight. Corrode ability. Cast a corrosive spell. Sand rises past your knees as Love casts a spell. One of the crushing corrosive spell and flings it at the door. Spell slams into the door, coating it in corrosive fluid. The door takes only slight damage. Attempt to open the door. His hand passes right to your knees. Leg scrambles to the door. It grips the edge of the door and pulls. The door grins open. Push harder! Strains against the door. The sand rises to your chest and the weight of it's pressing the breath from your lungs. A cry of exertion. Nadia shoves the door open. A few more feet. There might be just enough room for the rest of the party to squeeze through. Heave the door open! Nadia shoves a shoulder against the door and pushes. The sand rises to chest level and it shows no sign of stopping. He throws the door open and holds it in place while the rest of the party makes their escape. When everyone is safe, Nadia darts out into the hallway. The door slams shut. Well,
Sure.
that worked out surprisingly well. Saying it?
Captain.
For fuck's sake, game! Are you fucking serious? Ah, for fuck's sake. I'm feeling so bad. This ruin really is pissing me off though. And this was where we made a safe game, eh? Fucking great.
What for, guy?
Now let's everything come back here. Why is this ruin? No. This ruin is precisely set up in a way that it pisses you off for no good reason. Can tell as much.
What do you need?
I trust you.
Doesn't take a genius to figure that, my guys. I know. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I should rest.
Hello.
To my wounds.
Could you stop being a fucking idiot about it? Like, why did he tell you where to fucking go?
Now.
What for, Cap?
Like, yeah, let us be as annoying as we potentially can.
What for? Done and done.
Huh?
Aye.
Huh? I'm fine. I swear.
What for, Cap?
Yeah, fine.
Captain, aye aye.
Oh, this area has really pissed me off.
Huh?
What do you need? Something
Okay,
I can
there.
do?
Could you stop being an idiot, please?
Aye.
No, to be even more fair, could all of you stop being idiots about it, please?
Sure.
I swear to God, I'm gonna be absolutely exhilarated when we get out of here again.
Won't work.
Examine, pick up skull, lift the hammer. We're gonna die now because of sand. We're just going to focus on slamming open that fucking door with pure strength. Because fuck you. Attempt to open the door. Hey there, do it. Push harder, son. Leave the door open. Push harder. And be out again.
Got it. Huh?
Now then, I want all of you to go out here.
Hmm?
Huh?
Ahoy.
What can I do you for? Happy to oblige. Uh-huh.
Now. Walk the fuck back. Don't trigger any more traps, please. That really got me good. Do I never see those fucking ruins again? It's still gonna be too early, to put it mildly.
You must gather your...
I must not gather my party, because my party is gathered already. Thank you.
Before venturing forth.
Really had to wait this. Well, I think a few traps is probably a very fitting descriptor for this particular nonsense. Now I will rest, heal, and hope to never see this again. Kiff meat. Bill, that's not something you should probably have. Let's take the Marina's porridge. Looks nice. Yeah, I did see an egg there. The path winds up into the hills, narrowing to a little wider than a cart. Cliffs offer a sheer drop down into the crashing sea, the water foaming with where it throws itself against the rocks. You realize that what you initially took to be several large lumpy stones, in fact, two-headed monstrosities. You watch one of them absent-mindedly lifts the boulder and hurls it into the sea. Vision go first, and after literal. Look for an alternative route. It points out a narrow ledge that winds along the edge of the cliff, bypassing the Eosin. Good attempt crossing, but a drop into the water below would certainly prove deadly. The crossing. You release an involuntary gasp at the rock crumbles, sending Shoti plunging from the ledge. Grabbing desperately, Shoti manages to grasp the lip of the ledge and clings there, hanging by one arm above the angry ocean below. Pull Shoti up. Every muscle straining. You hold Shoti back up. Geez, it's not got to be that heavy. And the two of you cling there, sweat dripping from your chins, running the breath of sea air. Slide along the ledge, foot by foot, then inch by inch. Time seems to melt away, stretch into an eternity, suspended above the angry sea. Finally, you arrive at the far side of the ledge. You pull yourself onto the path, sweat pouring from your face, muscles shaking. Your senses remain on their perch above, oblivious to you. Path widening down the cliffs before you. It's clear. That was a lot of work for avoiding someone who I could probably have murdered. Pretty easily, actually. As you descend from the high mountain pass, you find a small camp nestled in the sand. Tents, tired horses with their legs camped out, campfires crackling. It seems attractive for an ambush to be in wait. A small group approaches, a motley band of Kith bearing quality arms and armor. Foremost, a deeply tented dwarf who raises a hand in greeting. You're coming down the pass. I suppose that means you've dealt with those filthy Eosins, does it? Who are you? She blinks and wipes her forehead with a rag. Suppose that's a fair question. I'm Zandran, and we're a dragon adventuring company out of the Living Lands. It's the Adra Ben Adventuring Company, interjects a tall, finely armored human with skin like chipped obsidian. You'd ask us. For the last time, Franco? No, it is not. You want to be the Adra Bens? You go be it somewhere else. Pale elephant loose ropes, spear beaded with sweat, signs and massages his forehead. About those Eosins. Found an alternative path. Oh, it's wide. Truly, she looks to the island Amor at his side. Why didn't you find us an alternative path, Watchka? Grin full of sharp teeth, Watchka shrugs. I still wanted to kill the bastards. Says, aren't you the trailblazer? Well, the route is along dangerous ledges. You should be careful if you take it. Well, the adventurer chuckles, petting his breastplate. Danger is to us like a hometown lover. We try to avoid her, but we keep ending up in her bed. Oh yeah, that's kind of how that happens, isn't it? Which has been the case, but he's not wrong. Dwarf hands you a small purse for the information. Dwarf gestures toward the tents. Seeing as we've gotten our whole venture started up again, what we could do is let you share a fire for a spell. Yeah, sure. I step into the camp and come to sit beside a fire. Although it looks like they intended to put it out before you got there, the more feeds it another log. Our gestures to a pot hanging over the flames. Got some stew left? Fish and vegetables. Nothing fancy. I mean, you know, as long as it keeps your belly full, it doesn't taste completely horrible. Like, you know, there's some things that are completely horrible. Like, you know, getting off of some fermented goat milk or something. Well, tell me more about your company. The dwarf taps the scar on her dusky chin. Well, we formed it in the Living Lands. That's where Mitch and me hail from. She is the Judy Short Orlan. She's our Mindbreaker. Franco's here from Old Valia, throne brother of the Sarkozy Palladini. Oh, yeah. There was a hair somewhere where it's not supposed to be. Stormland clangs and gauntlet against his breastplate and bows at the waist. Then requests to the Polov. It's Lislot here from the White Dead Winds. He handles the magic. And Vochka. She runs to the island more. And left the road high when she ran out of things to put her axe in. The rest you see around are hireling, but still some of the best. You've been all over the living lands and the dead fire above. Which wins. Right now we are drawing coin off of an very noble as members of the Deadfire Archipelago Explorer Society. And check us quietly, more or less. Well, I'm from the living lands myself. And when I was rise, truly, you know what it's like. The incredible variety of flora and fauna, the valleys and mountains, chasms and cliffs. Like a cartographer wadded up a map and dropped it in the sea. Very wide, smile isn't exactly bright. Which nods along pensively. Sure, half the plants are like to try to eat you, but at least there's something to see. This goes out of the desert. Well, I'm sure you have some great stories to tell. The Valiant rises. The face cue. Back. We have no idea. Here we go, Vochka. Takes right at you. Brought this on yourself. Franco Ignosia. Where would one begin? The recounting of our journeys. The tale of the tentacle terror of Zane. Sordid story of the seamstress of Salona. The perilous perfidy of the Paul Vauvier. He believes he's a chanter, Vochka says. And what makes up enthusiasm? He lacks talent. Right, you old bedlegs. He looks up at you. I'm happy to expound over dinner, if you're staying. Well, know anything about this particular island? The explorer shakes her head with a snort. Hardly seen most of it. Came on land a few miles that way. She jerks her thumb towards the western coast. God's benighted hasn't prevented us from going any further. The lady browses. The all in the ears bones with a vigorous nod. The dwarf smiles. We're looking for some ruins that are supposedly out here. And it's so desolate though, it's hard to imagine anyone building on it. It's certainly sandy. And he laughs. The one quick sound that dips away as quickly as it appeared. Quite true. I've seen places I didn't know I had. Maybe for the woman who will know me after this place. Probably yes. Jake said, we all wait for the woman with the misfortune to know you. Jealousy, winks at you. Which resents my innumerable conquests. Grows arms and raspberries. Hardly. Well, eat and rest then. Eat with the explorers, sharing tales over the dying fire. Usually you call it a night and say over your fallen comrades' tent for the evening. Picking up, you thank the group and take your leave. They wish you safe travels. That will rather neat of a meeting. Well then, do we want to find out just how much we can get? Fuck. It. Like this is above your level. You know, game. I know. Which is why we're gonna try it anyway. Dugan, the Hellfire Colossus. Hell.
Something I stay behind me.
Looks like...
After him.
Okay, we can get up to here, I see. Suddenly it's like, Rrrp, Dramaticus, Musicus. No. Summon us some help. Money there. Move along.
This ends here. Weapons no.
This is creating some of your better causing more damage to the enemies in the area and granting defensive bonus to allies. Do it! Jesus Christ, he hits like a fucking train. Probably going to come down to some resurrection work though on my part. Its fire is pretty much unharmed. Yeah, I do think we are... I might have bitten off a bit more that we can actually chew. That's putting it broken mildly. That's some fucking damage, alright. Yep.
We're stuck over here.
Yeah. No. That's precisely only one way I can see that we are winning this, and that would be to... I don't even know if that's an option, if we could reduce the difficulty to, you know, fuck all levels. And even then I would still consider this to be pretty much pretty unbeatable challenge. I mean, we can try for once. Well, the limit you have not yet visited. Okay. Let's do it like this then. No, there's one. I'm just gonna try if that actually would help with this particular combat. Seriously, that's a nasty enemy.
Think I saw him first. This ends here. You like that?
Cocked that up, didn't I?
That still hurts like a bitch. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's not very...
Let's go.
Yeah, even on this, it's still fighting back quite annoyingly hard. Jesus fucking Christ. Taking a nice little healing circle. Okay, let's try this. Christ. That's the sort of damage he does on, you know, lower difficulty settings than, yeah.
That's it!
Yeah, this feels really, really futile, doesn't it? Jesus fucking Christ.
Better than that.
This ends here.
Yeah, look at that, we have basically just one little health bar down.
I hear you. Blessings be upon you.
Futile.
And yeah, basically all. Yeah, could you stop interrupting me, please? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is considered rather healthy. Most definitely an enemy meant to be fought at, you know, the tail end of your adventures. Quite literally. You know, we definitely don't have the damage output to deal with that. It is something we shall do at a very much later date. But that ain't a possibility. Now, where was the other one? Yeah. Okay. So we learned one is absolutely unbeatable. Jesus. That's the amount of damages I'm not comfortable seeing. Even at max level that should still be somewhat challenging though. Well, I guess that gives us something to look forward to, I suppose. Quick save again. Voracious mountain.
Scallywags Hoka.
Quick. Do something else.
Jesus Christ.
This ends here.
You know, look at that. Our damages are... yeah, we're dropping like flies. That's a very fitting way of saying it. Okay, so I found a few end-game enemies, to put it mildly. Okay, lesson learned. Do not try to fuck with them. They are They are dangerous. Actually, how does this work with my... Yeah, at least that counts for the exploration part. Okay, that one is dangerous. That's putting it fucking mildly. Okay, we could go to Harbinger's Watch though. Pretty sure we can finish that one. Splintered Reef. Piece of dump. Those are fitting the script, if I may say so myself. Well then, is there any else we could potentially visit? Oh, Kitty. Kitty is like, man, what are you doing at this time of the day? Aren't you supposed to be doing something else? Jesus Christ, look at that. There's so much here. But hey, maybe potentially we can finish up this up here. Eventually. We might actually be able to do that. Yes, and more. More of Ash. Yeah, actually, might actually be potentially possible to do that. But apart from that quest, that's the... Oh, here's only one cross now. I might actually be able to deal with all of them in the upper quarter, so we could finish up this one here, apart from those two were just unbeatable at this point. Could probably finish up this one, and then go here and here. Actually might sound like a somewhat reasonable plan, actually. Any of the captains still around that's posing a threat to us? Okay, let's look down here. Is here anyone left? Doesn't look like it. This looks like it's going to take for fucking ever. Actually, it doesn't seem like there's any place I can actually land. That's strange. Put it mildly. Okay, let's sail up there and see. We can actually land on that island, because it doesn't seem like it. And you actually wonder how the fuck I'm supposed to be landing on it. And then we deal with Captain whatever his name is, I've already forgotten. Something with C, I think. C. Cedric? Something like that. Hello, Captain. Project effects. That'll boost the sharp angles and flat round of a junk, but it does not fly the colors of the rower tie. And if I the merchant ship. The craft's hull appears heavily reinforced, and its gun ports bristle with cannons. It cuts a non-hostile edge path through sea. Hail the ship and prepare to board. You can sneak aboard. Now then.
Greetings, my fellow captain.
The moon god likes short stature and sharp features. Magnus being of elven blood. His accent appears more than a trace of Vaderian. He was slightly at the hip.
Captain Thanik at your service. Allow me to be the first to welcome you aboard my humble vessel. The deck of many things.
The what?
The deck of many things. On account of the many things below the deck.
Ah, okay.
Very clever, I think you'll agree.
Yeah, very, very clever.
Below you will find merchants from every corner of Aora, each vending an assortment of wares both rare and unusual. Lest you think us easy marks, know that we have bested pirates and monsters of every sea. Cross us, and we'll be adding your shiniest bits and pieces to our inventory, and your bodies to Andra.
Are you fucking threatening me right off the bat? That's not a good choice, my friend.
But let it not come to that. Please come below, my new friends.
Now I really feel like, attacking him. He has been smart
No problem.
bitch for a while. But okay, let's actually check it out. And then attack them. If we don't find anything too pleasant down those stairs, that is. If we do find something most pleasant, I might actually be willing to let them know. Yeah. Disappear.
Ado and welcome, I'm Mika. Might I interest you in a new cloak? Perhaps gloves of the finest cut. A belt interwoven with incantations.
Wow.
I will fetch my...
See what you have. Nope. They seem like much.
Greetings.
Mm-hmm.
I assume Fennec explained our little floating trading floor. So what are you in the market for?
Well, let me see what you have.
Peruse at...
I do have some interesting items.
How do you know if these things want you to pet them?
Difficult. Difficult to tell. I mean, there's some nice things here, but nothing I would really go like, yes. I guess thinking them would be a nice option. I mean, I might get most of the stuff anyway, if I manage to do it, that is. If we manage to do that, that is. Support! That was a nice opener, I'd say. Brace for impact, I suppose. Five, eh? Ow. Hold position. Hold position. Hold position. Brace for impact. Of course they shoot too. We're still somewhat okay. Hold position. Hold position. Hold position. Brace for impact. Hold position. Fire. One of us is wounded, it's not good. Brace for impact! Because they're going to shoot. No, they're not. We could try to GB because they're getting rather close to us now. Returning is a pain in the ass. Report to. I mean, not bad. So when will the other cannons be repaired? Hold position. Repaired. Reloaded. Come on, do it. Before you have a chance to celebrate, the ship abruptly explodes after a deep and boom. The gunfire must have found the gunpowder straws. Well, look at that nice assortment. Not nearly as much as they had, mind you, but I was not expecting to get all of it. Actually, Dunage. It's good that we're here, because that means we can actually go and report on our latest murdering. We could also probably resupply our ship, I think. And it would make a lot of sense. Not the worst. I do admit that the full spread of cannons on one side is actually really good. They do a lot of damage.
I welcome your return.
Oh, I killed someone.
Finally, the lady falls. You already have my gratitude. Now take my coin.
Now I shall take... Yeah. A drink. Celebrate this particular nonsense.
You've put to bed the last of the Firebrand's crew, my friend, which was more than I ever could have hoped for. Thank you truly. I can rest easy now, knowing they got what they deserved.
Farewell indeed. It's nice doing business with you. We so brutally murdered him. Game. That should restock us. Well and truly good. Now then. How about you? Yeah, not even a problem. Okay, so we can deal with you. We would like to know how I'm supposed to be actually landing on this particular island. Doesn't really seem like we have much of an option, honestly. Okay, so this island is out of our reach for the moment. And there's another captain we can murder, and we shall do so most profoundly. Ship management. You go back to shooting cannons. You're actually supposed to be a navigator. Well, supposed to and actually being is of course two very different things. Very different things. Well, he's not really giving it their all, I suppose. Hello, people on the sea. It is me, your best friend again. Combat, easy prey. Charge. Try to starboard cannons. Raboom. Imperial longer. I do like my new cannons. Only 2 hits. That's a good start. How much do you have to offer? 5. Ouch. Report to any casualties? No casualties. Hold position! Hold position! Hold position! Hold position! Crash for impact in case they're shooting at us. Cannons again. Nice. Any losses? Our doctor is a bit wounded, but that's not a problem. No positions. Race for impact. Hold the position. Hold the position. And now we're gonna shoot you. Most brutally. Well, we almost murdered them. Brace for impact! Hold position. Hold position. Brace for impact. In case they're shooting at us. Hold position. Fire my starboard cannons again. Raboom. Boop, 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 boop. We have become a very powerful vessel at this point. I'll have to say that much. Bye bye. Okay. That's good. Now, was there anything else down here that we needed to take care of? Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Wasn't anything here. I mean, those seem to be manageable. Yeah. This one. It's not a quest area. An unidentified location that we should probably take a look at. The Crystal Desert. Yeah, that seems like one we should probably not deal with necessarily. These two seem manageable. Actually, is there any other captain around that we need to worry about? Pretty sure we have done them all in now. Yeah, it seems like it. Wait. Do not eat the fucking flower. It is like, but it looks so tasty. It's not actually tasty. The boot suck bog. I mean, that's a very descriptive way of saying it, but yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen in a bog. Going to suck on a boots. You traipse through a dark, cold bog. The water around you grows deeper the further you walk. The silt and muck slide beneath your boots. The path forward looks more treacherous than the path behind you. You've already come this far. You through the bog. You try to run through the bog. Attention diverted. The dare accidentally steps onto a patch of unstable ground and sinks deep into the water. I'm gonna haul you out there. You plunge your arms into the murky water and pull the dare back to the surface. With help, the dare manages to break the surface and roll onto dry land, coughing up a bog water. Thanks to your quick rescue, your compatriot is none the worse for wear, if a bit sodden. Right, so. Bog is still and silent. It smells of rank decay. Stagnant waters host so many decades accumulation of dead plants and animals. A thick mist rolls across the water. Several hooded kith emerge silently from the fog. A herd of bog lurkers just behind them. A large armored man at the head of the group draws his sword and points it at you. You value your life, you will leave and never return. He peers hard into your face, most daring you to challenge him. So why should I listen to you? I am the guardian of this place, and I will not allow you to profane it with your presence. So, you come here often. The man says nothing more and does not lower his sword. Well, then we're gonna attack you. This could be a bit of an interesting combat encounter, I suppose. It's like you're not welcome here, I know.
After him.
I'm actually well aware that I'm not welcome here.
Something
stronger. That's it.
Got my wheelhouse, friends.
That's so good.
Let's go.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. It's kinda his own fault for getting into close fucking quarters every goddamn single fucking time. The AI is not really smart. Let them do it. Okay, run away, you fucking mongoloids. What the fuck are you doing, you mongoloid? Shoot them at the distance. It's not that fucking hard. That's basically half the fucking point I'm training you for. He really wishes to die, I can tell as much.
That's right. Lava.
You. Okay, become a friend for the moment. Boop, 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 boop.
You like that?
Now, this looks better. The good thing is we do have a resurrection spell, so there's that. That's at least something that's going to make things a lot more manageable from our point. Oh no, it's doing its job rather fine, I'd say.
All this chasing after Aethys. It's brought back memories of the Saints' War.
Oh, don't tell me. I mean, imagine the situation. It's like we just fought, you know, basically for our lives in a fucking bog. It's probably smelling horrible. He's like, you know what? All this chasing after Aethys, it really brought back memories of the Saints' War. It even smells like it. Oh, hey there. Entertain me, tell me.
Just how scared everyone was, mostly.
I mean, okay.
Everybody put on a brave face, made all these claims about what they'd do when they met a god in battle.
And what did they do when they met
There was
him?
no sadder sight than a group of us talking big, trying to outdo one another.
I
Even the
imagine
fellow
so.
that led us, he used to say he knew all these different ways you could kill a god, if you were so inclined. Of course, at night he'd grind his teeth so hard it sounded like he was chewing rocks. In case you were curious if he really had it in him.
Oh, what if I couldn't stop me? Neither can yours.
See, when you say it, I'm more inclined to believe it.
Yeah, no wonder.
Or at least to believe you believe it.
I believe that I believe. Yes, very much
Point
so.
being, the prospect of facing a god makes cowards of most all of us. Now, here I am again, on my way to meet Aethys.
Well, interesting how that worked out, isn't it?
Some ways I feel the same. Edgy, sick in my gut. But it's different this time.
Mostly because, you know, we actually do stand a chance of winning here.
Might be because of you.
Stand.
You haven't gone to pieces yet, for one thing. At least not on the outside.
Well, let's not ask how it looks on the
Could've
inside.
let it all end back at Cadnua, or even Gilded Vale.
Could have, should have. You know how the story
You're
goes.
still going, even knowing where we're headed. Haven't forgot who you are.
Oh, no, not really.
Maybe you're not the most genuine of souls, but you've been in the right when it's mattered. At least the way I see it.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm pretty awesome. I know.
There's part of me thinks we aren't gonna make it out of this. When I get to thinking like that, it helps to remember how you've held together.
Which, please, I was about to lose my fucking mind most of the time in, you know, Less of Eternity 1. Didn't stop me from doing horrible things to anyone who stood in my way.
What do you think? We gonna survive all this?
Well, believe it. I'm not done living yet.
Whether or not I believe it, I like it just the same.
Yeah, obviously. It's, you know, a good point. I'm not really done living yet.
I go back and forth myself. Every time we see one of those big footprints, it reminds me not to get too excited.
What, about a rot or something?
There's a good chance we die out here, halfway across the world from anywhere I ever called home.
As says Tracy, nomadic path, as he looks at your surroundings. Seem never to find a comfortable place to settle.
If I can face it like you, maybe it doesn't matter.
Well, it's been good having you along.
I mean it. Don't know where I'd be right now if you hadn't come through Gilded Vale that day.
It probably strung up on a tree, to be very fair. I don't think you would have been Surviving that particular one for very long.
Something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, sure.
It's about a Lava's boy.
Yeah, true. What is it?
Well, I was thinking. He's out there, all on his own. Didn't seem like there was anyone even noticed he left to join that cult.
Yes, it kinda happens sometimes.
I expect if he's left as he is, could be things don't end well for him.
I'd imagine so, yeah.
I thought, maybe when we're done with all this, if we make it out, I was thinking maybe I should go back there. See if there's something to be done. You got any thoughts on that?
I kind of would like to be egoistical here and be like, I need you here with me, so long and difficult in your home.
Right. Yeah, of course. I didn't mean. I did say I'd stick by you.
See?
Anyway, time being, you got our work cut out for us. I'll tell you what, though. I'm not one for big promises. But I'm gonna beat up as many people and monsters as it takes to get you your life back. You got my word on that.
It's good because we have a lot of slaying to do still. Smells on one side of his mouth and gives you 2 heavy spots on the shoulder that reverberate up and down your spine.
Done and done.
He's trying, you know? He's trying his bestest. Don't be too hard on poor little there. Well, sadly I'm already now somewhat committed to poor little Shoti. All of that nice sizzling actions in God's realms has really left a strong impression on me. Wouldn't really be fair to you now. Get all too-timey here. Although to be fair, I understand, yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. First question upon seeing a Lagofev is like, can I pet it? Grand character, I tell you that much. Okay, one ugly bog done and dealt with. Sadly, it's not over yet. Are you wounded? Can I actually see if you're wounded? Current effects. Well, I don't see it, at the very least. Probably a good idea to rest anyway, I'd say. But before that, you do have to excuse me for a second. I need to give the kitty its snack, otherwise it's going to get annoying. Well, it takes around, you know, a minute at best. Kitty has been satisfied for the moment. Been busy. Now we shall rest again, I suppose, just in case, and then we'll go into the next challenge. Just because I would like to restock on all the spells. I never know what you need. Deep in the bog, you find a cave entrance obscured by veins. Bog's characteristic rot wafts from the cave. But so too has a strangely alchemical smell. As you brush aside the vines and step inside the cave, you hear the faint sound of laughter coming from further in. We're immediately in combat. Oh, give me a second while I finish up the pipe. Pipe. No. You go there, you go there. Everything goes where it belongs. Okay, I was about to say, what the fuck are we even at combat with? Well, that explains it.
So help me God, I'll rip the next one of you.
Okay, she managed to charm 2 of us. That's the definition of not good. If your paladin gets charmed, that's a problem. Okay, deal with those, please. Good. Move forward and deal with the other ones. Wouldn't be much of a problem, all things considered. That splitting up, though, I don't really like.
Rather difficult to concentrate.
Plop, plop.
Happy to oblige. Time to separate the chaff.
Then. Love pulls out all the stops, going for immediate absolute destruction however you can. Which is always nice, but you know, that spell it has a possibility to hurt all of us. Rather annoying. Immune. Oh, that's great.
Nice hit. Let's go.
We should win though. Oh, it's gonna take a moment, mind you, but we will win. Nice of it to just fucking explode in my face. Pleasant. Very pleasant. The pool of water before you swirls in a riot of colors. The occasional bubble floats to the surface and pops, releasing a puff of colorful smoke that smells but turns acrid and flowery. It's in the pool. Put a small glass bottle onto the bubbling pool and hold it up to the light to get a better look. The liquid inside slowly separates into several levels. Surmise that the layers must be of different densities. Thus, must in fact be several distinct liquids. The fumes blur your vision and make your head spin. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about drinking from that particular source of water.
Hey.
After him.
Okay.
Done and done.
Ah, nice. This goes a lot better. So far.
I wish I could.
You focus on that one right here.
Take that.
Okay, one of them should be dead soon. Good. So far, so good. The Bobcat is also going to go down rather quickly.
Let's go.
There's no trouble moving through. Now you be right screwed.
Kind of gets the shit beaten out of him. It's pleasant. Not so much for him, mind you.
Yeah.
This is
Okay, she's almost dead.
You like that?
Nice.
This
Now only one left. Oh, hello there. This is Soviet. Hello, long time no see. Ah, you little one. Feeling good? Okay, could you maybe deal with that? It's casting evil spells on me.
Come now, step into the light.
Yeah, into the light.
Leave it. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that does kinda sometimes happens, sadly enough. Can't really do much about that, I'd say.
Oh, would you look at this?
As long as all things end well, I'd say. Yeah, it's worth it.
Hey, you over here. You, friend. You will let me from this cage, yes?
Well, I guess it's good that it's over then. Shit happening, yeah. Sadly, that's how life sometimes goes, doesn't it? Who the fuck are you? And why are you sitting in a cage?
Tama Watua, famed apothecary, favored prize of pirates and all that. Ah, you have heard of me, yes? Of course you have.
What the fuck have you been doing here,
You
anyway?
have eyes, friend. I'm held prisoner.
Well, obviously. How do I get you out?
Find the key, I say. Surely one of those witches has it.
Yeah, sure.
Hurry, friend, hurry. Ah, feels good to stretch my legs, Akira.
I believe it. Anything else you have to say, you know, about this, that, and everything?
Free once again.
Undefeated, eh? Why, that's something. Something good, isn't it? Oh. How did you get gifted in the first place?
Bad luck, eh? Always this seems to happen to me. First pirates, now witches. Oh, for what? A salve recipe? It is madness.
Do you know what the witches were brewing that cold one?
What potion requires bat bile, cat blood, and dandelion fluff? Even I'm not crazy enough to touch it, I say.
You know, like bat bile, okay. Cat blood, and then it's like, well, also, you know, dandelion fluff. It's like, okay.
You ain't ever quaffed brewed bat bile, cat. Oh, then you ain't even lived.
Not that bad. Lots of shit happening. Had a little bit of a break-in into the store. Have to deal with the insurance company. You know. A lot of nonsense. But well, still going strong, playing games. As usual. So, about my reward.
You have the witch's notes? I will translate them for you as a show of thanks, Akira.
Not leaving, but I just treat you.
Akira, who do you think collected those ingredients for the witches? Me, Tama Watua. They are mine as much as anyone's, I say.
Good point.
I will take some time to study this island, I think. Strange things grow among its weeds, and they will need names.
Right, I haven't really, now that I think about it, I haven't really seen you in a while. Figured something might be going on, so, you know, you've been probably busy. But yeah, me, you know, I tend to be very, very much pedantic about my things, and I tend to keep doing them, even if things turn a bit annoying. Oh, your whole view is broken. It's not good. I mean, it's not really that much of a finicky game, mostly.
And if you need supplies before you
happens.
go, Tama will sell you what he can find, Akira. You take a look, eh?
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like much. Ooh, I can create potions now. Well, that's neat. Wonder if I can make a note somewhere and be like, well, yeah. Which leads us back to this particular nonsense. Do I want to drink from that? I guess I can try. Drink from the pool. Dip your hands into the pool and drink what doesn't slip between your fingers. Static electricity stands your hair on end. Painful current crickles down your spine. System shock. Well, to be completely fair, you know, you can't really be back to being alive, otherwise you'd be a zombie. But I do know that it can feel like that. Ah, yes. Playing Hoi for nowadays, when you have to completely, you know, rehab Russia's military power, because they prove to be such idiots. How are we gonna call this? Wow, witches be mad, bro. I'd probably forget that I can actually do some medicine stuff pretty much immediately, but well, that's kind of the price I pay. Do we want to try to play a bit with the spoiler or something? I don't remember what he was called. Idiot, basically. But this one is left. This one potentially is left. Let's not go to the Ashmore, I guess. I don't really want to deal with him though, but I mean, you know, running away from a challenge is really not my style. Potentially that is. This is now then. A few more little side trips before we go back to the Serpent's Crown and find out what the fuck is going on. To the village. Outside of the village and going all the way up there. Actually, I do wonder, they do kind of worship a demon. Somewhat. The question is, what sort of demon are they actually worshipping? Because there's, you know, quite a bit of a choice there. Choice cut, basically. It is. In the end, I guess all well that ends well. We do regain the little Soviet. That's most pleasant. Well, are you really expecting them? Big companies do not really tend to be helpful when it comes to most things. Are probably better off, you know, just googling your problem. Because, you know, other people, other players are usually a lot more helpful than what the big companies give you. Well, has been my experience so far, at the very least. Sadly enough, that is. Now then, into the drowned barrows. A mountain commands the northern horizon, its cliff face the likeness of a rotted skull. Given the words circle high above its peak in a morbid halo. World War IV? When did we hit World War III? We're living quite a bit in the future there, my friend. Also, I don't think there are going to be many German painters around. Now, if we were talking about a certain painter from a certain neighboring country, Austria, for example, well, then you might actually be finding someone. That's laggy. That shouldn't be the case. Should actually be run rather smoothly, according to my data. Approach the base of the mountain, and the beating of the drums reverberates from the skull's gaping mouth and vacant eye sockets. Climb up to the ice. Feathered rocks offer enough hand and footholds to climb as high as the bridge of the nose. The reverberation of the drum shakes free an occasional pebble. Climb to the left eye. Make your way to the ledge of the orbital socket. Sharp drop leads down to the cavity of the skull. Lights twinkle in the shadows below, voices echo up from an unseen source. But take the right tools or an agile fall to make it your way down. Rope and grappling hook. Anchoring a hook and rope, you lower yourself down into the shadows of the cavern. As you pause to survey your surroundings, the oppressive beating of the drums ropes in your ear. Well, that's good. But just in case, I'm actually going to look at my own little stats and see what it says. Are you going to refresh this? No, technically speaking, everything is still good as it was for, you know, the last hour or so. So whatever it is, it should actually not be laggy. Do try to refresh though. That usually is a good, well, not the best, but a good advice.
Happy to oblige. Sure thing.
Now then, what sort of hurdleness are we going to find in here?
What's this? I already told those Aeton clods were at capacity for scribes and acolytes. Those incessant drums have beaten our guards senseless. We aren't accepting new recruits. Now go! Our progress wallows as you degrade the left eye with your presence.
Sorry, I knew here. Should I be in the bright eye?
I tell you exactly where to go. This mountain has no rear end. Only Nemnok's chosen are allowed here. We're all full up. I should kill you for even glimpsing this sanctum uninvited.
Well, Nemnok is the god of this place, right?
God of the mountain, and God of the
that's
tribe.
good. As I said, from my point of view, well, you know, the data, the two datas I have, which is basically A, the stream itself, and B, my internet, it should be running smooth as butter.
We have the honor to serve as his scribes,
Should is always the point.
researchers, and translators. The Aeton just make sure our work is swift and efficient.
Why does Nemnok need scraps anyway?
That should be obvious. Nemnok loves nothing above arcane scrolls and wizard grimoires. But the Mighty One cannot be bothered to pore over every document. So we labor to make the work easier. He is, shall we say, immune to literacy.
It's a very nice way of saying he's illiterate.
And who exactly put him in charge?
Nemnok takes power, Elf. He came from humble beginnings, where not a favor was granted him.
Well, I'm looking for Kali.
The new boy. Nemnok fawns over him in the lower sanctum. Only acolytes, ogres, and Naga go down there, and any of them would chew you to pieces.
You couldn't see it in your heart to let me go through?
What spasm of unreason compels you to ask this? No.
There's an old saying, if the skull does not open to me, I will crack it a fucking apart.
Acolytes, we knew this day would come.
What day? The day where you get fucked. I hate to point that out to you, but you will get fucked. Okay, first things first. I know you really love your ice spell, my little friend, but not ice spell. You just summon me the usual hired help, basically. Plong, plong, plong. Now then, we do have a nice little chokehold here, but they do have a mage there of their very own. That's mages, as we all know. Pain in the rear side to deal with. And that's putting it mildly. Confused. No reason to be confused here. Come on, kill him. Because we do need to reduce the numbers a little bit here. Also, that blade sound is really annoying in there, yes. Just gonna tap. Do we have anything else? Maybe we do have the mighty symbol of Eosas. The irony of using the symbol of Eosas when we are quite clearly out to murder that one in particular. It's special. Oh, another acolyte down. Actually, we are in the left eye now. And there's a right eye area, I suppose. And probably somewhere around the base of the. Where the fuck were you supposed? Where the fuck are you going? You got yourself into a bit of trouble there. Oh, that's good. Do try. I would advise you probably, you know, Google your problems. Ask in the forums. That's probably going to be a lot easier and quicker than actually doing to, you know.
No problem.
Yeah, no, there's rarely a case where something is absolutely, completely broken. You know, just do the usual. Reinstall, try again.
Why not?
From the beginning. Now then, nice large door. Be shame if somebody were to open it and find nothing. Well, I see an enemy though. Up there. Okay, and this is the way down. I guess this goes down. I mean, you know, that's usual advice. Reinstall it again. Then don't try any mods or something. Stuff like that, basically. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. I mean, it is in your own self-interest, so of course you would do your best. Kinda how that works usually. Like I said, if you can't find the solution yourself, do ask people that, you know, potentially have the same problem in the past. Boop, 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 boop. Actually, it reminds me, of the pause for trap detected and hidden object mount. We need to restore that. Apart from that one area where it was really a hassle. Reminds me, I don't remember there being any... what was it? Any big patches that would have broken it. Recently, at least. Don't remember actually seeing any. At least that should not be the most problematic one. But I don't know. Games tend to break for the strangest of reasons sometimes. As far as I'm aware. Sadly enough. Yeah, just do it. Murder them. Murder them! Yeah, I have a distinct feeling we could have solved this somewhat more peacefully. But, where's the fun in that?
I don't see why not.
Where would be the fun in that one, hey? Nowhere, I tell you. Precisely nowhere.
Sorry, Fred. You can't. Me too, man.
There's a few enemies. Let's not, little love. I know you love it. Let's actually not. Nice. Now the rest should actually go swimmingly. I mean, they are still considered somewhat dangerous enemies according to their little skulls, but I guess as long as they don't come up in too great numbers, they probably don't really going to end up with too many problems. Yeah, so my hope goes, at least. Breaker's Might. Nice. They got confused. Annoyed. Basically. Ah, this works rather well. Kinda missed there, my friend. Kinda missed there somewhat hard. Seraphin, you disappoint me.
Yes?
Do not waste your spell for that.
I shall.
Well, then I'm assuming the other area would be the...
Hey. Watch out.
Next eye. So my idea goes. So basically this is the left eye, this is gonna be the right eye then. Then we go down after we dealt with that.
You like that?
Do not. There's only one enemy, I'm pretty sure you can deal with that. Without using ultra magic on it.
This thing isn't doing...
Really wants to though. That's always the case with. He's like, comrades, in line of fire. Don't care. Murder. Murder most profoundly. Raboom! Come on, murder it. It has basically nothing left.
Gladly. Tell me.
Leave it.
Okay then. We found the occasional sulfur bubble pops on the surface of this warm pool. A sulfur pool. Great. Good thing I reactivated that particular option, isn't it? Because we would have run smack dab into that trap.
Captain Eye.
Much as I hate to say it, those can actually hurt. A lot.
Captain.
Doop. Stealing all your stuff. Totally legit, of course. And then, found the other eye sockets. Okay, 2 eye sockets made clear, so the only real area that we have left is going down into the base of the skull, basically. If you look at it from outside, we are now basically in the brain department behind the eyes, and we're now going to go down. And we are going to make it like we are now for the moment, and then we'll see what happens. I'm assuming something horrible along the way. Come on, load. Well, now I can hear the drums.
This thing is doing the job.
Okay, how many guards are we gonna get this time? A lot is the answer. Ain't really pleasant. For once I'm actually agreeing that he should probably use his greater spells.
This thing isn't doing the job.
You like that?
Because that spell does do a lot of damage.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Hey,
I'm gonna do it. Always the problem when your backline actually gets attacked. Then.
this is futile.
I wouldn't go that far. Go, you know.
Could you be more careful?
Okay, one of them manages to slip away. That's a good start. If we can only get the other one out there, that would be of course amazing, but I don't think they're just gonna let me walk.
Feels like wading through mud up to my arm.
Probably change your weapon. Yeah, close quarter weapon seems a better choice here. Also gonna give us a bit nice bonus because they are now flanked and outnumbered and all of that nonsense.
Never do this. This ends here.
Then
That's it.
and now you go for the last one. Who has been busy being an annoying little prick casting spells. Nope. One last hit with the blade and he's like, oh, I'm dead now. Didn't put blessing for that. Well, I found another statue of Yes, which just seem to follow you. Well, great. It's a magical statue. We should probably crack it open. See what's inside. Makes it move. I'm pretty sure it would piss off a certain so-called deity. I mean, to be fair, we're kind of running out of good spells at this point.
I saw him first.
Make a quick save and try.
Looks like trouble.
See how many they actually have to offer. So we were friends, yeah? Technically speaking, we are. Doesn't mean we're not going to cost you now. Unbelievable death bringing spells in your close vicinity. Alright. Yeah, some good old-fashioned chain lightning. Probably gonna go a long way in this particular conflict. Yes, for you.
Let's go.
Use it.
Sure thing.
This thing isn't doing the job.
No one noticed that.
I don't think it's doing its job rather well. Don't worry, don't worry. Plop. Just explodes. Now then. 2 left. I'm getting there. I was about to say 2 left. Then 1 appeared out of nowhere land.
Do it again. It feels like wading through mud up to my arm. This ends here.
Now it's only 1 left.
After him.
Ah? You will die. You will die indeed.
That's it.
I think we're back into the entrance, because I think the entrance is right about here.
Watch it. Hell. I missed.
You better kill that very fast, or a certain mage is going to kill you. That has rather scrupulous
Sure thing.
casting. Yeah, I would say this is the entrance. Yep. And this is probably the sanctum that we're talking about. Let's make a nice little quick save just in case something horrible awaits us around the next corner. Which is, you know, always an option. One of the more frugal options.
Let's go.
Those are not even considered overly dangerous. We should be able to deal with them easily enough.
Something stronger. That's it.
Time to separate the chaff.
Yeah, time to separate the chaff and eat. Well, it would probably be rather helpful to have a bit of a, you know, help here, there, and everywhere. Hey, this is the Forge Master, which means we have found their forge, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's certainly got a lot more of them, eh? Just the smallest bit annoying. That Forge Master. That's one tough cookie. I'll give him that much. Why, my little mage? Are you always trying for much attack? Do you not understand that mages are not supposed to be in close quarters? The answer to the particular question is no, he does not understand that at all.
That's very helpful.
You like that? Glory be to God!
Of course. Something stronger.
Do try to weaken them, please. Otherwise this is going to take fucking forever. Come on. Better. Better indeed. Nice. Split up a bit. Yes, good. Now then, the Forge Master is almost dealt with. That leaves the Sentinel. Really likes my mage for some reason.
This is futile.
That's of course always pleasant. Pain in the ass to deal with though. But so far so good. I'm pretty sure we have this in the bag. No reason to worry overly much, I'd say. Come on. We definitely are playing with fire here though.
Leave it to me.
And I do mean that in a quite literal way. And I reached the point where our weapons are more often than not able to penetrate completely, which is, to put it mildly, not good.
Look at this.
This seems to be a rather large area. I do mean a rather large area.
Let's go.
Okay, that's just one. That's nothing we need to worry about overly much. Of course he's going to use his usual spell. So he really likes to take the risk of, you know, pitching one of his friends. Like, risk it's like an added bonus, isn't it? Yes, bonus.
That wasn't that bad.
Watch it. After him.
I'm pretty sure you're dead. I mean, quite literally. Exploded on the floor, basically.
Looks like trouble.
Let's go.
Doing the job.
You block that off, please. You summon not summon help.
This ends here.
Yeah, that one is gonna be a pain, isn't he? Come on, do it.
After him. Thinks you got the decency to die? Can't move.
This thing doing the job.
Okay, that should give me some more options. Yep. It's always nice when you can misuse the system.
This won't stop me for long.
And he's going to die.
Do it again and I'm taking it away.
Come on. Boom.
Of course.
Dead. Dead and dealt with. I'm trying to put it nicely here. Quite dead. This looks like it goes into some inner sanctum or something.
Please, I should rest and tend to my wounds. Jensen, aye aye.
Traps we can't actually spot. That's rare. It's totally a hidden door, isn't it?
Look at that, mates.
Found a hidden switch.
That's me too, man.
Go on, do it.
That's me too, man.
The problem is we now have a giant flaming nonsense going on here. Pretty sure I can't just walk through there, can I? Oh no, I can. Let's make a quick save and see what actually happens when we go up here.
Look at this.
Captain.
Just in case, you know. If this is the final boss area, then I would rather, you know, run away.
Sure.
Doesn't seem like it. Just, you know, a nice little extra storage room with goodies for us. I do think we kind of reached the end of our endurance. I would say we probably will need to make a nice little rest here. But we're kind of running out of, you know... It's putting it mildly. Seems to be a hidden room down there. No idea how to get there, sadly enough. And again, you can't get them all, to be completely fair. Oh no, actually that's a room where we're in. Of course, the darkness has obscured my vision too much. I didn't save game. Nice little rest right in front of the boss's door, going like, ah, yeah, this is precisely the place where you want to rest at. Probably not going to get ambushed or anything. The darkness? Of course not. So idiotic. How the fuck am I supposed to deal with that? Pain.
Yes? That's unusual.
Yeah, that at least damages it. That just gets returned to sender. That's neat.
That's it.
Okay, that was actually enough. Now then, the next one. Probably have to wait a bit for it to actually get destroyed. Such a waste of spells, though.
Captain, done and done. My fur's got more blood in it than my not fur.
Shut up, will you? No reason to be so dramatic about it.
What for, Cap?
Yes, you got it.
Aye, aye.
Huh. Would you look at this?
Someone has a good perception. Okay, save game. Oh, for fuck's sake.
quick rest would help if you don't mind.
The last thing I can eat is my fucking tank being fucking damaged before we do that.
Aye.
Something I can do?
Okay.
Now.
Ahoy.
Careful.
No problem.
Careful.
Happy to oblige.
Careful. Very careful.
Oh?
Got it. Okay, that was annoying, but all well that ends well, I suppose.
Fantastic. I got 5 flakes on Kif's sacrifice. Any takers?
Of course. Mighty Nemnok, we lay down our lives before your magnificence. You are the keyhole, the stem of the rose, the jewel in the pommel. You are the branches and the roots, the fertile soil, the life that hide.
Okay. Not how I expected this combat encounter to start off, but can't really say much about it now that it started.
Didn't work.
Not exactly my... expertise.
And now where's that wall thing? Now then, so far so good.
Kinda stuck over here.
So far so good indeed.
That's it. Can't do it.
Don't do a freaking dodge attack up there. Don't do it. I can see Nemnok, apparently. I'm assuming what is to be Nemnok. You will not do a freaking dodge attack.
Kinda stuck over here. Feeling the strain.
Jesus Christ, I suddenly damage. Yeah, give me a healing cycle. Do we have anything else? Not much.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't have that many left actually. Well, there's a bit of a difference between not that many and, you know, none.
Useful as a bump on a pickle.
And what else do we have? Rolling Flame. Necrotic Lens. Yeah, let's try to deal with the Naga Disciple first. Come on. That reduces their numbers once again. The priest has what a holy fire demanded pressures as protection. Yeah, that would probably be nice to have in the future. You can try that, I suppose. Patch yourself in inappropriate places to heal. Heal yourself most definitively.
Something else.
Bit of a problem though, if he hasn't taken damage yet, that means he's probably rather well protected against something. Gain reflection, immunity ground, immunity mind. And he's getting not nearly enough damage.
Nobody saw that. Futile.
Let's go.
Pick the cleansing flame open. As for you, he's frightened. I was not expecting that. Very slowly making here some headlines here.
Me and you are about to mix.
Now the question is, considering how much damage we do, can we actually beat him down? I mean, I think so.
That's it.
It is going to take a long while though. That's weakening me somewhat fiercely. Quite the dangerous one, I'll give it that much. Right on the ground, causing persistent pierce damage and traveling to any that remain in the area of effect. You know, I don't think I can actually put this up in a way that would not, you know, hit my friends.
My amulet!
Oh, my amulet. I don't know what about your amulet. But if it gave you a bonus, then I'm very happy that it's gone now. far so good. We're making slow progress. Very slow progress at that.
Hit me again and I'll hit you back.
Well, yeah, the whole plan is to hit him. You know, hit him harder than he hits us, basically. Come on.
Do it again and I'm taking hell.
Will that help? Blah blah, so get the letzte build of each attack but increases damage. Yeah, no, that doesn't seem like a good idea.
That was useful as a bump on a pickle.
Slowly. Very slowly.
Yeah?
Let's go. That hardly seems fair.
Sure.
Yeah, character. Okay, we almost have an attack.
After him.
He does suffer damages. It takes forever. Yeah, sure. Choose another target. It's going to change much. Come on, die.
Stay back. Not any closer.
Why would I wait, you idiot? Why would I wait? Yeah, we are running out of good things. The powder causes a short range incendiary. Activating reloads space so quickly at the cost of accuracy. Yeah, we can't really afford that. Yes, we have to do this the old-fashioned way. Jesus Christ, oh, that hurt. Come on. It's a slow grind. It's a really slow grind down. We're getting there.
Never you mind that miss. I'll land the next one.
Come on, game. Have some vision. Quiet, jumping.
Say your prayers.
In the figurehead.
Is he actually now busy running away? Because it kinda seems like it.
Do it again and I'm taking it. Let's go.
Fact of the matter is, his running away is not going to help him much.
That's it.
Come on.
Hey, watch it with that.
Almost, eh? How long has this combat actually went for now? Pretty sure we've been at it for a while at this point.
After him. Let's reap this whirlwind. Me and you are about to mix.
What do you need?
Come on. It's like, no, don't do it. I'm sitting here like, bitch, please, I've been doing nothing else for like hours at this point. Mostly because you're just dead fucking tough. Really dead fucking tough.
After him.
But that will run out at some point. Jesus fucking Christ, dog. Anyone need a target? Yeah, that's not helpful.
Let's go.
Come on. He's near death and he still keeps fighting like a fucking bitch.
So help me God, I'll whoop the next one of you who takes aim at me.
Come on, please, game. This is ridiculous. That's been going on for like, I don't even know. I've been 10 minutes already. We've been fighting him for like 10 minutes or so. I swear to God. They're reaching levels of absurdity that should not be ever able to be reached, you know? More penetration, that would actually be helpful, I guess. Takes a bit longer to recover, but still, you know, more penetration. Penetrate him brutally, please. Using the blade to penetrate armor more effectively because of low deflection.
Figurehead. Futile.
Come on, he's as dead as he can be at this particular point. He can't survive that much longer.
Curses.
Take another healing potion. We're kind of running out of health here.
After him.
Okay, he really don't have much in the way of health left. Come on. Beat him down. Come on, beat him down, please. I mean, he's trying to fight back with all he has, I'll give him that much. At some point in the near future, he shall be dead. It's only gonna be a matter of, you know, hours or so.
After him.
Jesus Christ, though. He does know how to put down the hurt. Jesus Christ, fucking finally! Its fizzling energy dissipates and the dust of battle clears. All that remains is a shattered amulet and a tiny injured imp. Chanting of Hippolytes ends with a gasp.
No! No, no, no! Nemnok's amulet! Nemnok's wondrous jewel!
Scrambling, Nemnok picks up the two halves of the now oversized medallion and tries to fit them together. The metal pieces fall apart the instant Nemnok lets them go.
Broken forever! No! You no kill Nemnok, eh? Kind Nemnok!
You are adorable.
Oh, how can we stay mad at you, little guy?
Curse you, ground stink! Most mightiest of all is Nemnok, eh?
It's one hell of a reveal, isn't it?
Amulet made Nemnok smart. Smart enough to read magic books. All gone. Nasty Arkhamir never taught imps to read. House full of books, eh? Nemnok stole his pretty jewel. Learned to read, grew strong, grew big, eh? Nemnok said someday he'd fly back and free the others. Give them books too.
Well, now Hubert, would you like to join me in my travels?
Nemnok was God. Nemnok had riches, acolytes, power. Now must be pet?
Well, I mean, there's money in my pack if you ever feel like cozying up to it. Get closer, Nemnock inspects your belongings and wrinkles its nose. Offering its tiniest of shrugs, Nemnock opens the flap to your travel supplies, climbs inside and rests its head on a small mound of copper piles. A moment later, you hear gentle snoring. We saved the world, made it a better place, and gained pets along the way. Okay, I've got one hell of a combat encounter. I was not expecting this to take nearly as long. Actually, I didn't suspect that we have the sustainability for that, mind you. But apparently, we had it. Whoop, whoop. Well, if there was... I mean, there was supposed to be a boy here we were supposed to be saving, but apparently he's dead. Or beaten or anything else. I don't know. Don't really care overly much too. That fight was... I mean, in a way it was pretty damn awesome, mind you. In another way it was... it gave me a good opportunity to take a few drags off my pipe and be like, ah, that's nice. But still, yeah, that was something, wasn't it? That really was something. And we now have an impressive imp. I mean, you know, not every imp manages to do that. You have to kind of, you know, point that out. Phew, let's go to the village and be like, hey, people, kind of would like to point out, we did good. We saved everyone. Or something.
Does it ever trouble
No
you?
god of
being
mine
so far
steals a
removed?
child.
I'm afraid that Gully is dead. Chisel in the fault. Startup rings his hand up to cover his mouth.
Curse on that wretched! I knew this was possible, even likely when I sent you out there. The fault is with Nemnock alone.
But yeah.
You gonna call me heretical too?
Of course not.
Outsider!
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
I didn't mean to jump on you. I'm just used to being called names.
It's all right. I understand the feeling.
Pretty much, yeah. He does.
Outlander. Something to say?
Not really, actually. I mean, if you're still worshipping that statue, you're going to find it very much unwilling to listen to your prayers. Because the god, yes. If the gods can call themselves gods, then I'm pretty sure name call itself god too. It's kind of disappeared. You know. Just gonna point that out. Kinda dealt with that. Okay. It has reduced the number of nonsense we need to do by a lot. Yeah, basically only the Eshimor we're going to avoid because, well, that's the Eshimor, and that's where we're also supposed to meet with a certain someone. Which consequently means that we're fresh out of options, I suppose. One last trip, basically. So we have left. We have done another whole quadrant of the... Deadfire Archipelago. Yeah, I'm probably going to make this one our last though. For this day, because I do need some time to prepare for the Star Ocean. Sometimes that we'll have later on. I also kinda need to get something to eat at some point. Rest. Now then, a sun-scorched valley. A blank sands stretched toward the thin line of the sea on the horizon, broken on occasion by jagged stone spires that jut from the earth. Notice movement among a jumbled group of rocks ahead. A group of Eosin are lounging among the stone pillars. One of the two-headed beasts drowses, eyes closed, its chin dropping against its wiry-haired chest. Second sits upright in the sun, covering its legs in sand. That's the sand, pecking it with heavy palm. Though it seems engrossed in its effort, you suspect that its four eyes provided excellent peripheral vision, Tuppy scratches his back with a broom, yawning with one cavernous mouth as the other snores quietly. I don't see any other reason, but there could be others. Observe them. The third Eosin's waking head glowers at its dozing head, steps it with the broom. It was snort, a second it blinks to wakefulness and growls. Sets on three and slaps the first head. The two heads growl at one another, but from this distance you can't make out exactly what they are saying. Continue watching. Eosin in the sand laughs at the Eosin with the broom, pointing it with a thick finger. The latter climbs to its feet and trudges over to the Eosin sitting in the sand. Only laughs harder. The Eosin with the broom growls down at the Eosin in the sand, and then begins sweeping the sand off its legs, using a yelp of rage. Growls of the two Eosin grow louder, making the third Eosin. It blinks sleep from its eyes, as meteor orbs light directly on you, with an enraged howl that struggles to its feet. The other Eosin turn their attention to you. Food! They roar in unison. And they stomp towards me. That was interesting to watch. Now we're going to die.
Let's go.
Boom. I have no idea of the horrors we just faced. The combat we just went through.
Do it again, and I'm taking it away.
Now then.
You like that?
I have a burning mech of Magran, because why the fuck actually not? Plop. You know, they try. Yeah, glory be indeed. Be to us, more likely.
What can I do you for? I hear you.
Glory be to us. Oh, we be absolutely impressive. Absolutely impressive indeed. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Well, doesn't seem like there's much more here, though. It seems to be pretty cleared out. Good, good. Dealt with that. I mean, that was nothing compared to that fight against Nemnok, to be fair. I guess he was considered a bit of a big threat, to be completely fair. I guess having dealt with that is a rather good thing. All around. Search, search, search. Get it done and over with. Even if there's a hidden location up here, I don't think we can actually reach it. Maybe we can. Who's Fang, apparently. Where you raises a steep mountainside. Rubble and scrap barrage block your path. But boulders and areas of erosion doesn't provide you with ample handholds. Scale the mountainside. You begin an arduous climb up the side of the mountain. When you come across a small flat ledge on the mountainside, you pull yourself over the edge. Another colorful regalia stands on the ledge, arms raised over a dilapidated totem. You at the side of your rear's back. They got a long, high-pitched hiss. Throw an explosive at the totem. It lights the explosive and chucks it overhand at the totem. The detonation scatters pieces of the totem across the landing. Like a shaman emerges from the smoke unscathed, its beady eyes strained on air. Screech. Plus an item, Cinderbomb. A horde of bats burst from small holes in the mountainside. Shorty falls to duck in time, takes the bats head on. Shorty tumbles to the ground and lands hard on a pile of jagged rocks. Naga begins to chant in a deep, lisping voice. Screeching bats, smoldering wings swarm in a cloud over your head, then descend upon you. I've enjoyed Shoti. Well, Shoti is really not good at the whole athletics part. I guess that makes sense.
Let's go.
That order's too tall.
Love, you really wanna be an idiot about things.
This ends here. That dog won't hunt.
Come on. Use the time to run away, please. Oh, this is pretty much the best option to running away. Now then you do that again. You can summon us a little help here, because we can actually use that. If I will actually say that your spell is actually going to be rather useful. Come on.
Very helpful.
After him.
Yeah. I thought we were friends.
That dog won't hunt.
And good so far. Only leaves the shadow.
Can't do it.
Tell me.
But so far, so good, so truly precious.
To me.
Ah, that was all of them. And found a dead person. But we could find dead people. They have loot. The mountain rises above you, so tall it seems to pierce the sky. Climb the mountain. Heave yourself onto the landing. A cave yawns before you. Great clouds of oily black smoke roll like sheltered breaths from the cave mouth. Enter the cave. You wade through the smoke, your eyes streaming and lungs burning. Make your way into the cave. No, we found a cave. There is indeed something. Something indeed.
Scallywag, toe cap.
Yeah.
Oh, we detected a trap, eh? Yeah, not really that worried. At least not for the moment.
No good to me.
Lame Nagamaruda. Such evil little creatures.
This thing is doing the job.
I would say it does its job rather well.
What this is?
This ends here.
Done ain't done.
Please, I should rest. Tend to my wounds.
Yeah, we should all rest attend to wounds when we have the bloody time for it, mind you. Which is all things considered, probably not right now. Just gonna point it out, not right now.
This ends here.
Come on.
Yeah.
Only one sad creature left.
What can I do you for?
Well then, dealt with them. Just make you wonder what else has been stock for us. The deep dang cave. I'm assuming more Naga, honestly. The trend seems to go in that particular direction.
I saw him first.
Yep. More Naga.
Some course.
Mow it.
Cap.
You like that?
Ahoy.
mode.
Could you maybe just fucking disarm the trap, you monk? Excuse me. Could you for the love of God do what I tell you first? Apparently he cannot. Apparently he has decided that traps are below him now. Fucking creature.
Doing the job.
Jesus fucking Christ, though.
No one noticed that, right?
Lava will be on seek.
Nice hit.
Lava
This ends
be on
here.
seek.
Big of a bitch move, that one.
Aye, aye.
Fladenage Headschlag. Heat radiates from the statue. Scorching waves. Well, we did find a nice little, you know, addition to my little pet collection. That's good, I guess. Yeah, with that we have actually finally managed to deal with another quadrant on our map. Only these two. One who has the Harbinger's Watch thing. Fittingly named, I'd say. No, very fittingly named. But let's take a look at our map first, before we make any grand statements. Yeah, that was pretty much dead. And ship-wise also, there's nothing really left. There's nothing there, nothing there. Yeah, I think I actually dealt with all of them at this point. Let's take a look down here. There seems to be nothing on those smallish islands. It's just the name of the fucking place again. Some statistical reason written as if it were actually a thing. Now there's still a few things up here. Explosions, yeah, that's probably by me. That's putting it mildly. Who else would come up with such a nice little titling? Yeah, I mean, there are some things here we can potentially take care of, or should take care of. I'm assuming that the observatory is probably housing a mage, which is never a good sign. But since we still have a lot of resources and not much danger, I think it's actually not a bad idea to sail over to the next quadrant to prepare for the next time when we have to deal with him. The next time will come, of course. There can be no question about that. And what does my quest log say? Kill Flimwick of Sally. But I will pay a good price. Okay. Speak to Arkmeyer. Fermenting remains. Return to Santa. Ah, but we're so bloody close. Nice little rest again. Prepare for tomorrow, basically. And yeah, I think this will be where we shall end it, most definitively. We did a good bit of progress here. We're getting really close to finally finishing up most of the islands at this point. So there's that. It's of course something rather grand, I would personally say. Yeah, and apart from that, I think next time we'll finish up with, well, as fast as we can, the last two basically of the quadrants on the map, and then we'll be back in Nikitaka to, you know, finally meet up with the queen and be like, hey, I know we should have met you like decades ago, but we're kind of busy now. The seas were blue and the horizon was white, basically. But yeah, with that in mind, I shall now beat you at you. And as for easily sportable ones, yes, we have actually a returning guest. Sabit Senpai, he dropped by after his absence from the front line. He has returned to us in all of his glory. Thank you for dropping by, of course, and is highly appreciated. As for the more lurking ones, we have... well, none that I can see, obviously. More people do stay hidden whenever they can. Do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done. And yeah, see you all soonish, as in a few hours, when we're going to play some good old-fashioned Star Ocean. I'm probably going to be back in like round about 3 hours tops, probably. Yeah, around then. Until then, have a good one, of course, and yeah.